Right, it's time for Joining Us Interactive, and Aisha Ibrahim has joined me. Hello, Aisha.
Hello, Israel. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And how
Great.
about you?
I'm doing great. And Ghana has been one of the 3 African countries, Kenya, Malawi, and Ghana is a third country, piloting the first ever malaria vaccine expected to reduce cases of the mosquito-borne and sometimes fatal diseases. But we've seen a video gone viral creating the impression that the vaccine seeks to sterilize Ghanaians with the agenda of depopulating the country. Take a look.
Ghana for me chacha munyina na me pacho enne nkoma me ne obedi no eye vaccination a omode eba Ghana no a ebe start animu ya which is nyambo a wochena omo bewo nkranketewa sa up to 6 months omo bewo omo pane sa da se nkra no omo malaria omo nibio nkra nyamo mese omo la ne omo pane but ade ba ko a Ghana e wo so hu ni se ye mpinifo no omo nwene hu mmofo mo musika kakra bi no omo kasa mo nkoye yo omo kakoye me be kire wa bakosem kakra na owi a wadwene ho se sa malaria yade na na say sa vaccines no de ba no obema oba akwakwo obia in the year 2014 mnofo eko Kenya ekoka kire omo say oh ayi bi ba yade bi aba bla 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 ntino ye ba be wo mo mpane ntine nkola emra no msesa maya ede omo koye so omo ngo mo pane omo wo mo pane wie na afi do mo ye research no wonim de ekosi ye enipa 500,000 eye ma omo ko wo sa pane ni nyina no omo ntimi nya omo ngoda in omo life nkranketing gete o mose so munim hwe mo greediness nti mo beje sa sikawe na mo de sa vaccines ya be wo nkra we na mo nim side effect of vaccines we de mema nkra no so ti ase nti mo nwene o man no ho penifo no nwene o man no nti so wo ba adwene mienu ansa na wa dey okakwa sa vaccines we obetima share video we na onua bi o ba bia ne side aka na create.
So you heard the gentleman speaking in Tree, and basically he's talking about how greedy the government is. Government has taken a huge sum of money and deciding to pilot this in Ghana or to use this on Ghanaians just to sterilize Ghanaians and not to have the benefit of the malaria vaccine. But the Ghana Health Service has denied the allegation, adding the vaccine will give 40% immunity to the children and warns we must be careful the kind of information we consume on social media. Listen to the Director General of the Ghana Health Service.
We are about 4% of malaria burden in the whole world. 2017 is from Ghana. We are among the top 10. And if you're not very careful and we listen to what is happening on the social media and you follow the anti-vaccine group, we'll go back and all the things that we have gained from our expanded program of immunization will be lost.
Now, you know how to join the conversation. It's on facebook.com/joinnewsontv, on Twitter @joinnewsontv, on Instagram and on YouTube. But before I get on to all the social media platforms, let's explore the issue further with technology analyst Maximus Ametogo, who joins us via phone. Good evening to you, Maximus. Thanks for your time on JNI.
Good evening.
Now, the phenomenon of unverified information on social media is becoming a worrying situation to the extent that people speculate about health and delicate issues on social media. What are the implications of such practice?
Yeah, so it's information gap, really. That is the cause. And from the director from Ghana Health Service, you could clearly see that they are not on social media. He is also blaming social media for misinforming people because social media is just a media channel. I have been on social media. I've not seen any educational material or any material related to that particular project, informing Ghanaians about the benefits of the vaccination and why it's very necessary that we go along with that particular campaign. And of course, why Ghana must also be part of the first country to pilot that vaccine because of the high rate of malaria in Ghana. So really, there's an information gap that the guy has seen and that he's filling in, and he's just using social media as a conveyor belt to push this message.
But are there laws that control social media at all? And if there are, how effective have they been considering its unfettered nature?
I think we have a lot of laws in Ghana, and if they want to apply it, of course, if you are causing CM panic or misinforming the public, irrespective of which channel you use, whether you use videos or pictures or a text message. I'm sure we have a lot of laws in the books that will apply, and social media would not be an exception.
All right. Israel is here with me. He wants to ask you a question.
Now, Maximus, I want to find out, what do you think is the motivation behind people spreading such false information? Why would somebody sit down and concoct something like this just so they can share it?
Yeah, because you see, the fake news concept, the fake news, people think, okay, vaccinating has side effects, so they carry on that irrespective of the disease, whether it's tetanus, whether it's polio or malaria, which is a new disease. They have that conspiracy theory that, hey, there are side effects. If you don't take care, you may end up attracting the disease or having a side effect of being sterilized. So that kind of misinformation, and the fact that most of the people who champion this campaign are not proactive or forthcoming with the information. You know, so you educate the public first why you want this particular project. So when this guy brings his video to deceive people or to misinform people, there's a counter, you know, perception in people's mind already. So if you don't do that and you start the whole thing in secrecy or you've not informed the people, anything that pops up, people will tend to believe it. And rumors travel as fast as the
yeah,
and maybe more.
Is there something about seeking publicity and fame that drives some of these people to want to put out these things, knowing that it's going to go very far, and they actually urge people to share?
Yeah, and no, you see, that is a misinformation thing. He has an information which has been observed scientifically, cannot even prove, and he's showing his face, or he can be identified, and he's doing the video, right? He's doing the video and sharing it with other people. So people, is it from a misinformed position, and I don't know what he's reading or what he has read or what he told, and sometimes some of these projects, it may be somebody who is not interested in the project, somebody who thinks there's some agenda or conspiracy, you know, against black people or countries where they have the incidence of malaria and the rest. So there are so many things that motivate people to push that kind of content into the system to be misinformed.
All right. Thank you very much, Maximus Ametogo. Maximus Ametogo is a technology analyst, and he was sharing with us the dangers with people going about sharing and information that usually is unverifiable.
It's unverifiable, and of course, so we posted this on social media, and the question was, what's your take on such unverified information on social media? And you've posted a lot of comments here. I'll start with Kofi Ajeman. He says, we Ghanaians don't do anything for ourselves, but we are the first to complain when solutions come from somewhere. God bless the people who are trying their best to eradicate malaria. And Kwesi Budria says, what we are seeing and hearing on social media is the only truth, so our leaders should give us a break. Why Africa, and for that matter Ghana? Our leaders don't think about their citizens but their empires, affluence and stomachs. And as Amwan Mark says, you gave us mosquito net to protect ourselves from malaria. Now because of Chop Chop, you wanted to bring this vaccine too, but I want them to use the vaccine to test Dr. Nsia for us to see how good the vaccine is.
And it's Bliss says, if what I'm reading is correct, then everyone that the drug is used on must be given some money or incentive, because it's like they're going to experiment the drug on patients. But that is the misinformation that we're seeking to cure.
And of course, Dr. Nsiah explained it very well in that interview, that, I mean, they've even passed the trial period. They are now doing implementation. So this complaint is neither here nor there.
Godwin Pepra says, please, the health minister must take his grandsons and daughters for them to be vaccinated first. Until then, no Ghanaian should step foot there. Kwame Akon says, it's said that even educated people easily fall for lies on social media. This is becoming dangerous if we don't verify an info before spreading it. It is indeed true that, yes, we should we would have to verify information before we share it. Don't just forward things because somebody has forwarded them to you.
Exactly my point. And if you do that, I'm sure you may be contributing to killing people, because this vaccine is supposed to be saving lives. And you know how malaria has been unfriendly to Ghanaians. And that's how we wrap up the interactive segment. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Many thanks for your time. PMA.